Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you for watching. This is Big Dave for Wrestling Montage Media. Thank you for stopping by. If this is your first time watching, please give us a like and subscribe. Hopefully we'll be able to make more content for you to come back and check us out. We do podcasts, we do custom interest videos, and thinking about doing some interviews. I haven't gotten around to it yet. This is my first video in about 4 days, almost 5. It's just been a lot going on this week, but really in wrestling, of course, still the biggest thing is John Cena's heel turn. We haven't really, I would say on Monday Night Raw, the biggest thing was CM Punk's promo, which started off Raw, which was fire. And then later that night, EO Sky winning the championship, which shocked me. Now, I wasn't expecting that at all. And then last night on SmackDown, we had Cody Rhodes finally respond to John Cena. And we had Randy Orton. He cut a good promo on Kevin Owens. So we just gonna see where that goes. But right now we're finna get into the video with John Cena, some of the hints and things that they've been giving us little clues of John Cena's heel turn. Now, I was listening to some stuff, more news has come out, and it's been said that it was planned since October, which of course they finna go back to some stuff from last year, which people were saying, because John Cena was on the side of the truck where John Cena was beating up Cody Rhodes, when they were outside in the rain. But at the time, that was nobody really saw anything of it. But looking back, it's kind of like, did they really have it planned this whole time, or was it just since October? But we finna watch this video and see what WrestleMania got to say about it and react to it. Let's go.
Number 10, his Instagram post. John Cena is prone to posting random images and memes on his Instagram page. However, that has now changed since Cena turned heel, as all of Cena's posts have been a direct reference to the heel turn. Upon examining Cena's outlandish Instagram feed, it's evident that a lot of Cena's posts over the prior months have indicated that a darker version of the former WWE champion was indeed coming. Just a matter of days before the Chamber, Cena posted a photo of a black hat featuring his iconic slogan hung up on a weight. Now, this could have been implying that Cena was hanging up the old persona and he was about to debut a brand new villainous character.
Man, this is going to be, I'm sure we can't wait to see where they're going to go with this house. Everything's going to change with Cena, his music, how he's going to present himself. Of course, I'm assuming that him and Travis Scott may do a song together for his new theme song. So that's what I'm assuming, but it's going to be fire.
In February, Cena would also post an image of He-Man and Skeletor sharing a milkshake together, which just so happened to be the same day in which The Rock expressed his desire to obtain Cody Rhodes' soul. On the day of the Chamber itself, Cena would post a photo of Biggie. While some fans theorized that this was Cena hinting that Biggie was cleared, it definitely indicated something else, with Biggie being in his New Day attire, which could have possibly implied that it was a new day for Cena, as a pro wrestler and a heel turn was on the horizon.
Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, a lot of stuff in wrestling, we quote unquote conspiracy theories. I really hate that saying and that quote, but John Cena's Instagram post has always been really mysterious. You really didn't know what to make of it, but I like that these correlations are coming together, and it's starting to make sense if you were really paying attention.
But not only that, in January, Cena also posted an image of the fictional character Patrick Bateman from the American Psycho film. In the picture, he's peeling off his skin, possibly showing that he's peeling off the old persona. Number 9, Bad Blood. Now, The Rock's infamous appearance at Bad Blood 2024 left everyone baffled. The Rock would appear following the main event of the show and raise up 3 fingers.
We had no idea what the hell that meant at the time. It was very, why did he show up? And and The Rock always says, hey, enjoy the ride that The Rock is going to take you on, your candy asses and all that. So he was really signaling John Cena 3.
For months, this had led to fans,
or maybe 3 people, because when the actual turn happened, he did the 2 and throw slash. Maybe it's 2 more people. Maybe one is Roman, and I don't know the next person, but yeah, maybe he's building. I'm assuming he's building a faction. That's what I'm thinking.
to question what on earth The Rock was even signaling, but upon closer inspection, it's entirely possible that he was delivering his own version of Cena's finger taunt. This is further supported by the comments from the final boss himself, as this is what he had to say during the post-Elimination Chamber press conference. It meant something. I'm a long gamer. I like long gaming. I like creating with Paul Levesque and Brian Gerwitz and Mara Lassery, who's on my side of the team. I like creating with Paul and his team as well. We're long gamers. I thought Bad Blood, when we did a small subtle thing, there was a lot of criticism, like, oh, it didn't mean anything. It did. It's okay if you're not thinking about it now, but just trust me when I tell you, we're thinking about this stuff and long gaming this.
Yeah, the whole long gaming thing, I know it comes from his time in Hollywood, and he's really learned how to really space things out, really pace it along, give you little clues, and Triple H is really big on that too. When they get together, I'm sure they really thinking, 6 months from now, a year from now, we can just drop subtle things, but then the biggest moments come from those things. Like, as much as the fans, because this generation is very, hey, now we need it now. No, we're gonna give you a little bit here. That's what Epic Exotic Television is about. We're gonna give you some stuff so you can ponder on it. We'll get back to it, but then when that moment comes, man, that's where we got the heel turn from, and it was absolutely amazing. So it's like, now Cena, he ain't been on TV. I know I've heard he flew back to Africa to film his film. So when he comes back, I think he'll be back. I think they were saying later this month, like late March. Yeah, it's a long time from now. I believe it is March the 8th. So he may not be on TV for a few more weeks.
And I love that. How is it possible that Cena's heel turn and allegiance to the final boss was first put together all the way back in October? Number 8, the truck. During the iconic outside brawl between The Rock and Cody Rhodes on the road to WrestleMania 40, WWE ensured that an image of the production truck featuring John Cena was in clear view. Fans speculated at the time that this was done to plant the seeds for Cena's surprise appearance at WrestleMania 40, but what if it meant something more? What if this was...
That's the thing. It could have been just for that year for him to show up and do what he did at WrestleMania 40, but it makes sense now too. See, you can really go anywhere with it, whether it was planned or whether it wasn't planned. It all came together.
Directly telling the audience that the former face of WWE was going to be directly linked to the storyline, just not in the way fans thought.
That's the last time we finna see Fruity Pebble John Cena, blue, light blue, can't see me. Yeah.
The other interesting theory about this particular segment,
and yep, Stone Cold. I'm gonna be reacting to a video of Stone Cold saying that he got Cody's back if he need any help at WrestleMania. So, and that's what we all expected. The part where Undertaker came in, people were saying that should have been Stone Cold, and I agree, it should have been. But say if Stone Cold came out this year, but then he came out the next year, it would be expected. But that Undertaker spot was perfect for Austin. But anyway, let's see what he's gonna say about that. But I think I know where he's going.
Moment is that WWE also panned to Stone Cold's render on the truck. Austin was rumored for WrestleMania 40, and he was rumored to be in the Undertaker's spot during Rhodes versus Roman Reigns. With Austin directly declaring that he's willing to be at WrestleMania 41 in Rhodes' corner, could the Texas Rattlesnake be about to return to WWE television to confront his old nemesis of The Rock?
It has to happen. This WrestleMania is just shaping up to be. It's like, I don't know. They top themselves every year. I mean, the last, I would say 4 to 5 years, they have progressively WrestleMania matches, and like the main card has been better and better, and it's been great. I would say the rougher years were between, like, after WrestleMania 30, 31. 32, 33, 34, 35, through those pandemic years, and the years following WrestleMania, like 32. I would say 32 to like 37, where those WrestleManias was kind of rough.
Number 7, a traditional heel turn. and most heel turns fans can see coming a mile away. And whilst nobody could have ever predicted that Cena would turn heel in 2025, Cena's win-loss record since 2018 definitely indicated that a character change was coming.
Yeah.
When a wrestler turns heel, it's not uncommon for them as a babyface to go on a losing streak. That wrestler will then get increasingly frustrated and they'll snap, either on their opponent or on the fans.
Yeah, I've seen them mentioning, oh, guys, I haven't won a match in 2 years, or it's been longer than that. But yeah, that's definitely an indication of a heel turn coming. But you know, with it being John Cena, we just never thought.
Cena has declared on television that his win-loss record is abysmal, and it's only fitting that Cena decides to go to desperate measures in an attempt to reach his goals. Another key factor in this form of kayfabe perspective is Cena's reputation. Cena was losing to names such as Austin Theory and Solo Sikoa.
Yeah, I went to that WrestleMania 39. I'm gonna be probably doing a review video, posting pictures and things from the trip in LA. It was awesome.
And Cena had quickly become a laughingstock. It could easily be explained that The Rock informed Cena that things need to change, and the only way to save his career was to turn to the dark side for the first time since 2003. Number 6. Political power. Now, it was expected that Cena would win the 2025 Royal Rumble, so when Cena lost the match and was eliminated by Jey Uso, fans were stunned. Following the match, Cena would appear on the post-show press conference, and Cena's mood was interesting to say the very least. This wasn't the bubbly, happy-go-lucky version of Cena. This was a serious, borderline irritated version of the WWE legend. Cena would sit down and declare the last time a main evented a WrestleMania was in 2013. That's a long time ago. The reason that hasn't been at the forefront in my mind, I've been a gimmick. I've been the first match. I've been in the middle. I've shared beers with the fans. My truth, my perspective is I've always done what's best for business. But Cena's tone and language took a major shift, as he would then use his political sway to insert himself into the 2025 Elimination Chamber. Tonight, standing in the ring, I wanted this experience to be a tour of goodwill. I've openly admitted that I don't know how much I have left in the tank, and I just wanted to do something that would be nice for all of us to get together and have a good time. Unfortunately, tonight, it's dawned on me that's not best for business. What is best for business is I main event WrestleMania.
I knew when he said that something was finna change. I didn't know how they were going to go about it or how it's going to come about, but there I'm just like, And then when with the whole Rock thing and Cody, Sell Your Soul, I remember on my podcast with my friends that I was saying, yo, it might be Cena. It just might be Cena because of this right here.
What is best for business is that I confidently say that I'm going to win a 17th championship. I'm announcing tonight that I will compete in the Elimination Chamber. Now, a babyface outright declaring that it's in the best interest of the company for them to main event is a very interesting move. And the fact that Cena was allowed to simply declare for the match definitely implies that someone higher up in WWE, that being the final boss, authorized this move. But on the topic of The Rock using his sway to book Cena in prominent positions, there is perhaps more to this than initially meets the eye. The Cody Rhodes and Rock segment was positioned in the main event of the Chamber show, which led to a lot of questions from fans. However, when it surfaced that Cena was turning on Rhodes and siding with The Rock, it made all the sense in the world. From a kayfabe perspective, The Rock is manipulating the format of the show, and it's possible that this has been occurring for a long time. Number 5.
That's the thing though, man. Like they said his heel turn was set up in October. So I mean, this is really no. I think it's really longer than that. Probably that might just be a rumor putting it out there, but there's just everything. It just makes sense from a year ago, year and a half ago, man. It can't just be 5 months ago. All this stuff coming together, and this happens when everything else before it makes sense for it to come about now.
5. The Royal Rumble. When Jey Uso shockingly eliminated John Cena to win the Royal Rumble, Cena had a rather compelling reaction. Now, if this was a 2010 version of Cena, he would immediately go into the ring and celebrate with Jey like he won the match alongside him. But that isn't what happened. Cena stood on the outside in total disbelief. He would then rush into the ring with anger, pull Jey up, and it looked like for 1 second that Cena was going to turn heel in this exact moment. Cena would then embrace Jey, but it's possible that Cena had to remind himself that Jey wasn't the issue, and his long game was to side with The Rock and defeat Cody Rhodes. That makes for fascinating viewing upon rewatching it, and hopefully Cena or The Rock offers some guidance.
I will have to go back and look at that. I really did notice it. Definitely nobody in this moment that thought that Cena would attack Jay, but yeah, this is the Cena we expected. Oh, good job, and we at the time we were just thinking, no, he's just putting over the younger guy, and on his way out, with this being his last year, he just gonna put people over. But nah, Cena, he ain't having that. He ain't with it. He finna get his before he go.
On how long the specific heel turn was planned for. Number 4, Cena takes full advantage. At the final 2 of the men's elimination chamber were John Cena and CM Punk. And just like it looked like Punk was going to be victorious, Seth Rollins would cost Punk the match with a brutal stomp. Cena oversaw these shenanigans, and Cena didn't remotely hesitate from taking full advantage Punk. Fans noticed this during the chamber itself last weekend, as it was completely out of character for Cena, and now we know that Cena was doing whatever it took to win, and it didn't even matter how he won the match. A tainted win was still a win. Cena over the past 15 years or so has been extensively criticized for his version of the STF. Cena fails to lock it in fully, and it often looks like an utter joke of a finishing move. However, when Cena locked in the STF on Punk, it was almost as if Cena was choking Punk for real. It was tense and had a lot of genuine hatred behind it. If you're even listening clearly, you can hear John Cena saying, "I'm sorry, I'm sorry." Him saying sorry wasn't exactly the most heelish move, but it definitely played on John's conscience when he was taking full advantage. But the force was Cena definitely signaling to the audience that he wasn't playing around. This was a key indicator that the darker version of Cena was finally here in WWE. Even when Cena made his entrance at the Elimination Chamber event, you could see the seriousness in tone and the instant face switch in his entrance. Cena definitely knew shit was about to go down. Number 3, the PLE poster. Now, upon The Rock being officially announced for Elimination Chamber, WWE would quickly amend their official poster for the event. But the new poster would feature The Rock, John Cena, and Travis Scott. All 3 of these names were involved in the heel turn angle, and
so this was before the event. I noticed the change, but it was always Cena on there from what I seen. But I didn't know that they made this change towards in the beginning of the pay-per-view.
All 3 were responsible for the brutal beatdown of Cody Rhodes. This was WWE's way of hinting to the audience as to what was coming, and knowing what we now know about WWE and Triple H, this must have been deliberate. Nothing in modern day WWE is done for the sake of it, and this type of foreshadowing is one of the reasons as to why fans are so invested in the current product. Number 2, an industry-changing PLE. Now, on the weekend of Elimination Chamber, Triple H boldly tweeted out that Elimination Chamber would be an industry-changing event for WWE. Now, when the game first...
I wouldn't say industry changing. It's definitely changing for the WWE. I don't know who's even talking about AEW right now or any other wrestling company. It's really just trumped everything that anybody else got going on. This has been the main thing all week. It may go for another week or two, until Cena shows face and explains his actions, or if Rock come back with Travis Scott or something on Raw or SmackDown. But this is going to be the main thing as far as the news goes anywhere. But I wouldn't say it's not industry changing, but it's definitely the biggest thing WWE could have done that you could think of.
Tweeted this out on X, he received some backlash, as WWE are the kings of hyperbole, but this was such a bold claim that WWE had to follow up with something meaningful. Even the CEO of TK, Area Manuel, said pretty good things are planned for the PLE, and he said this back in early February. WWE knew they had something that could change the landscape of the industry set for the show, and all of the signs were there for an angle which would shake WWE to its very core. And number 1, the true face of WWE. John Cena was heavily involved in the Cody Rhodes vs Roman Reigns WrestleMania 40 main event, and after Rhodes won, Cena was a key player in Rhodes' WWE title celebrations. But there were various shots of Cena eyeing up the WWE title, perhaps looking at a title that he, at one point in time, was looking unlikely.
I don't know about that. That's a bit of a stretch. I don't know about that.
To ever win again. Cena's behavior during this celebration is extremely over the top, and it's almost as if he's hiding his true feelings. Whilst there's been no confirmation on Cena's heel turn being planned that
like I said, I think that's far-fetched. It's a bit of a stretch.
Far in advance, if WWE wants to make this canon, there are a ton of shots at their disposal to spin this narrative.
It could.
From Cena's perspective, he was the face of WWE for 2 decades, and WWE can never find another face of the company to replace him. However, that all changed with Rhodes. Rhodes is a face of WWE, and he's embedded in that position. Rhodes is overseeing record attendance numbers, record sponsorship deals, and the reception to the product speaks volumes. Cena's babyface character could have seen all this, and it could have made him snap. Cena has officially been replaced in WWE, and he just can't stand it. How does the supposed hero react? He signed.
I hope that they play up on that as well. I hope that they do. But, you know, really, that's Cena's whole thing. He wants to push the company forward and to really pass the torch. To really pass the torch to Cody or to somebody else, because he been in and out the company for the last 7-8 years. I mean, clearly his obligations are elsewhere in Hollywood, so he ain't really tripping off of it like that. He's had his time. He's done everything he could do. One of the greatest of all time, no doubt about it.
To deal with the devil himself and shows the world that there's no WWE without him. But there you have it.
Yeah, that was a pretty good video. Some of the stuff is very on point, but a lot of it, not a lot of it. The very last thing that I seen was just kind of like, I don't know about that. That's a bit of a stretch. Him eyeing the championship, looking at the championship when Cody won it last year. I don't know about that. But everything else, it seemed to make sense. But thanks for watching the video, guys. We finna go into the next one. I want to hear about. I'm finna react to Stone Cold's opinion on the Cena heel turn. If you've seen one of my shorts that I had posted of my Vince McMahon impression of Vince McMahon replying and giving his response to the John Cena heel turn. Yes, that's all me. So if you haven't heard it already, it's on my channel and the YouTube shorts. Thanks for watching. Appreciate it.